am going to be with you every step of the way. We are
our copyright-free music.
Partners now. And if you haven't been...
There we go. Some copyright-free music that I can play without getting in any trouble whatsoever. Royalties free. Let's bring this down a little bit. Okay. So, got the hot cocoa. I love hot cocoa. Even in the summertime, I drink hot cocoa. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We have a company under Crystal Edge Technology Screens, but pretty soon, after we get done some lawsuits, we're going to be changing over to something else because that's going to be housing our wallpaper projection screens. I leave a tea bag in here. Oh, God, I put tea bag in here. Okay, I didn't. That's going to be housing our new wallpaper screens and maybe motorized projection screens, God willing. So, anyway, I am doing a demonstration to educate customers when they are first buying a screen paint product. You do not want to land in the getting scammed. You don't want to get scammed. So I know I'm going to receive a lot of hatred for this, but I usually do. But, I mean, again, for a person at the end of the day who was supposed to be this big scammer, it's interesting how we have all the test demonstrations. We back our products up on just about every level when just about all the others are not doing so. So, if you have a white projection screen, what's going to be the difference between your product, your white screen, and a a gray screen? Because first they're going to tell you to do is you're going to see an improvement when you take a gray screen paint product and paint this to a white screen. Back then, 10 years ago, you would have seen a difference because there were no other higher technologies. Now today, with gunmetal involved, yeah, you're going to see a lot of difference. Black technology, you're going to see a massive amount of difference. So we showed you that already today. With a 5,000 lumen projector doing a switch back and forth, the difference between a gray wall and a white surface isn't much. And I showed you demonstrations that people have removed off their channel matching these screens. And again, like I said, there's no difference. Valvo's expensive screen match the white screen. So you have to show a real serious difference. So what the customer needs to be armed with and information you need to ask anybody you're buying screen paint from, including us. Notice that people who hate when I make this statement. Notice how I just said, including us. You know why you're upset when I say that? Because our test demonstrations are backed. We got 5 more, I think 4 more screen paints coming out under the collection line. Every single one of them got to go through test. So again, customer needs to request test on the product before the product launched. That's what you need. And there's a serious amount of tests that you need to see before you ever buy that product. Number 1, color levels. You want to make sure this is done on an uncalibrated projector. And the reason why this is very important is because most people are not going to be using calibrated projectors. So if your image is looking such and such and so on a calibrated, that means the only way the customer is going to be to achieve that same picture, he or she's going to have to calibrate. And they may not want to. So you're forcing them to do it. I heard someone say in the demonstration, the video was removed, we can't find it. But in the demonstration, they said that the customer's screen would get better once they calibrate. That's not good. Most importantly, out of all of them, you definitely want to see what's the difference between your white screen and the gray screen. You want to see a massive amount of difference. If that person gets up and walks over to that screen and a finger distance from the screen and him, that's not a good sign. That means the only way you're going to see a distance, you're literally going to be sitting right on top of your screen. At 11 to 12 feet for a basic 100-inch screen, you're not going to see it. You're not even going to notice a difference at all, period. So there's no point. You just paid money to do very little to your screen to begin with. Most importantly, out of all of them, what is the difference between that screen paint product and an everyday household product you can just go pick up at Home Depot or Lowe's? This is extremely important. You need to request these tests because, again, you could end up getting robbed. I showed you the fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez on the Crow 1176 that calls himself Crow. Went in and matched the house paint. He's a perfect example why we use him. He thinks we're picking on him. No, you're a perfect example why customers need to ask and why people at the end of the day that are making these products need to test their products so they don't end up like you. So this guy decided to do a demonstration against Network Grade 773, the SW from Sherwin-Williams, and it didn't go well. He ended up matching the screen so well that he got rid of the video. It's gone. It's nowhere to be found. As a matter of fact, we busted him trying to market private. So this is what you got to worry about. And then on top of that, keep in mind, if we didn't have that only copy of the video, which other people now have made copies of, if that video was allowed to disappear, he would have continued to sell the products. Wait, oh, sorry about that. He's still selling the products on his website, even though he knows that video does exist. So that tells you what you're dealing with at the end of the day. That is dirty and very deceitful. So customers, this is why we're arming you with what you need to ask at the end of the day. We get this asked all the time. We go to forum sites. I had backers in the apartment. These are people that are willing to invest in our company, but they have to see the product up close and firsthand. And it came up. Well, can we do this with black paint? Can we do this with fabric? Because they're going to put that kind of money down. They have to make sure that they're not going to end up putting money down and lose money in the profit in the process due to the fact that somebody could come in and just make a black product to match ours. That's why we have all these tests done. So that's why you have to request. Ask for any test. Make sure all tests are done before the product is sold. Ask them when the official launch date was the product for. I think our official launch date for ours was like something like, I can look it up because we posted the video on when we were going to launch on the product for Black Series. Make sure that all videos that come out are all test demonstrations. You want to see test demonstrations on all short throws. You want to see them at 1,000 lumens. You want to see distance throw. You want to see a difference between that product and certified screens. For those people saying, well, what about certified screens? You got people at the end of the day that pay for certified screens. And they're willing to turn around and return a certified if you can show them a product that's better, and they'll pay for yours. So you have to have those tests done. What about certified ultra short throws? You know, it's a whole category of ultra short throw certified screens that they had. Got to do those demonstrations too. And you can't do this on high-end projectors because, again, this tells the customer at the end of the day that he or she is going to have to spend the money for a very expensive projector in order to get that same image. That's the problem you have with the P2. Nothing wrong with it. Beautiful piece of machinery at the end of the day. But if you constantly do demonstrations on this machine, the only way a customer is going to be able to achieve the exact same image and quality, they're going to have the exact same projector or higher. For those people saying that's not true, well, put it this way. If I got a 720p projector on a gray screen, and it does the exact same thing as a P2, why would I spend the money for the P2? Why would I? When I can just do it with the 720p. Showing that your product is a difference between 4K and 720p and 1080p, yeah, you're going to have to prove that one. That will pop up quite often, but very few customers don't really care about that at the end of the day. They really don't. The basic thing that a customer needs to ask is two things: test demonstrations. You want to see that from the door. Make sure the product is tested. The second thing you want to ask for, what is the difference between your white screen and that product? You want to see serious change, because again, what's the point of you spending the money for something when you just gave your screen just a little bit of a hiccup? You want to see a massive change. The other one you need to ask for, that's the number 3, which should have been the first one, but either way, it's all the same. You need to see side-by-side comparisons, the other house paints, bed sheets, whatever you got in the day. You have to see this. Because again, like those customers who got robbed, who bought the Cinemax, who bought the Personal Mix, who bought the 2.0, and then found out later on, I can make this myself. Or, gee whiz, I could have went down to one of these stores, slid this stuff off the shelf at $30, probably something a gallon, and did it myself. So these have to be done. Now, we receive a lot of hate from one individual, about two individuals. The other ones don't really bother us that much, but we do receive some hate over this. And the reason why is because they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to ask these questions. They want someone to come up there, what do you call it, bright-eyed, bushy-tail, They don't know jack at the end of the day, so they can tell you whatever they want, to sell you whatever they want, with no questions asked. That's what they want. They don't like when people put ripples in the water and make things rough for them, because again, they can't pull those scams anymore. We got a perfect example. We have to pull this one out because it is what it is. Fellow, you can get mad all you want. Jamie, you can get upset, get angry, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. It is what it is. The video basically tells the whole story on why you are the perfect poster child for people that are making screen paint products, what not to do, and for customers who are asking about these products, what you need to ask for from the door. You can ask it from us. We don't have a problem with that. I've had customers come in. I can do live demonstrations right in front of you. Not a problem. As a matter of fact, that's what we're doing at the storefront. We got a couple of screens that'll be going up. That'll be black paint, that'll be white paint, and gray paint next to our technology. These are fake projectors. We've done so many tests on fake projectors, it's not even funny, even the high-end ones. This is the video you gotta watch. This is the Metallica 2.0. This shows you how to make it for free. And nothing more dangerous than a bold scammer. A person's going to come out, do something out in the open, and continue to do it. We showed you this already before. I'll put the link where you can go to the blacklist and you can watch it yourself. Right here, this is our test on network gray. You see this screen matching perfectly with the little chili peppers here. This right here is the Cinemax, and that right there is network gray 773. Now, for those of you who didn't get duped into this nonsense, but you got to think about the ones that basically bought this product before this demonstration or test was done. You got to think about those individuals. Or at the end of the day, worked hard, make their money, trust this man talking to them on the phone, bought this product, painted it to their wall, and then find out that a house paint did the exact same thing. So what about them? Yeah. We've had conversations with the fellow multiple times. We've been to his site. We talked to him. I left the mic open. And the reason why the mic is open, because we invite those individuals in to basically explain their actions and why they're doing what they're doing. Most of the time, we're met with multiple fake accounts, a lot of emojis and stuff like that, which is kind of sad because if this is showing you what, at the end of the day, that you're cheating your customers and your reaction is a bunch of emojis, that doesn't make it look good for you. It means you're kind of spitting in the face of your customers. Did the fellow, once he got busted on YouTube, matching the house paint, did he issue an apology to his customers? No. Did he give any money back? I doubt he did that, because if you go and you check out the policy on this website, do it yourself, you'll see where he basically has a design where you're not getting your money back. You're not getting an exchange. This is product right here, the personal mix, matching house paint. Even more disturbing, he already has a product on his website that doesn't even exist. Yeah, we looked it up. We couldn't find it anywhere. What is it called? Dark crystal mix? Yeah, that's it right there. It doesn't exist anywhere. Now, if you're going to post something like, okay, coming soon or whatever, okay, that means coming soon means you're working on it. It's going to be coming soon, it'll have a date, whatever. But if you have a product up there that you literally have a PayPal shopping cart attached to it, and a customer can go in and pay for that, what are you sending them? That's another thing you have to watch out for. Fake fraud shopping carts. We literally bought a Black Frankenstein one time. I bought it because I knew one didn't exist, but we needed to get that on file. This guy's actually making stuff up and sticking it in his website to capture people at the end of the day and charge him for something he has no videos, no test demonstration, no customer reviews, nothing. It doesn't exist. That's pretty bad. Other problems. Stolen Google images. That's horrible. You're basically stealing images to make your product look good. It's like going into Craigslist and looking at a Corvette and see this pretty car looking up there, it's cherry red, and you go to pick it up and it's not what it is. It's something completely different because somebody had falsified the image. We all hate that crap, don't we? I bought a few things off Craigslist and that happened to me. So I'll put the list below so you can check all that out for yourself. You can see the product next to bare silver screen. This is bare silver screen. So this is the reason why we're telling you why you ask these questions. Not only am I basically telling you what to say, but I'm showing you why you have to say it. Benefit of a white screen matches a gray screen. Benefit of a gray screen versus a white screen. This one horribly long. Video demonstration, you're not finding it. It was removed off the account. This is the fellow right here. This is the guy who's been scamming a lot of people. Now, again, at the end of the day, if he wants to take me to court because I'm calling him a scammer, hey, knock yourself out. We'll go to the courtroom. We'll show him basically these videos. I'll show him basically things I purchased from you. And we'll also go in and show you that you were still selling these items on the website even after a year. I think a year or 6 months when this video was done. Yeah, somewhere around that time. So this is why you got to ask questions. Perfect example why you got to ask questions. And this is a good video, and I'll tell you why. This fellow even went in and bared receipts that he purchased the Network Gray 773. It's titled in this video right over top. You can go check it out. Oops, sorry about that. That thing just went off that fast. Hold on for a minute. Let me go back a little bit of that. So we get the title. There we go. There's the title right there. This is why you gotta ask those questions. And they don't want you asking the questions. That's a good cup of cocoa. We're expecting to get like a lot of hate from this guy for this one. Of course, he can't stand it. I can't understand this. Jamie, why are you so upset? Because we tell customers at the end of the day that they should go in, and ask for these tests. Why are you so upset about that? It's because your product is fake. This sells a lot of fake people at the end of the day. So what ticks them off? Am I saying anything wrong on camera that customers should go in and ask what's the difference between their product and everyday gray paints? Is that wrong to say? That tests should be required on screen paint products? I don't hear one customer complaining about that. Here's the receipts. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go to the website. Because again, if I'm telling customers at the end of the day what they need to look for, things they need to ask, if I'm saying this guy's selling it on the website, and we got to go to the website still, he's still selling it. I don't know, he could have taken it down. Who knows? Maybe that dark crystal stuff is not there anymore. Who knows? So as you can see right here, this right here is the Network Gray. This is his product. And you'll see the transition just pop right in there. You would turn around and match the product. And here we go. There you go. Perfect match. This is why we tell customers, don't worry about the projector, don't worry about the environment, don't worry about none of that. First question you need to ask, how close is your product matching house paint? Do you have any demonstrations of matching house paint? Can you show me at the end of the day a live demonstration of comparison of your product versus these particular products? Any kind of gray paint don't make a difference. I got a white screen at the end of the day. How much of a difference am I going to see if I paint that on my screen at the end of the day? You need to see demonstrations of that. It doesn't make a difference what projector they use. You're going to have to pass a white screen. It can't be a hiccup. It can't be a bump. None of that. You want to see that at a distance. I'm going to be sitting back 13 feet from my screen. I'm going to be sitting back 15 feet from my screen. you need to see a difference. If that person walks over to that screen anytime in the demonstration, that is an automatic fail. Now, we told you what to say, and we told you why you have to say it, because you don't want to end up in this nonsense at the end of the day. What's the difference between night and day? We'll show you. My website right here. You see, very professional. At the bottom of our page for our customers, we display our black versus black test demonstrations. We don't see gray screens doing that in the day. This is a demonstration where I actually drew into my screen with black paint and with black fabric draped over the side. Another demonstration, same way. I got a demonstration we made, I think 4 different individuals of black screen paint products and put it against their own technology. You see the difference between night and day. Not a hiccup, not a bump, not a cough. You have to show a difference. So if we can do these demonstrations with no problem, where are y'all demonstrations at? How come I'm the one on here got to keep requesting these tests? So again, since they can't do the test, slip silver, that's 2 years waiting. Still 2 years waiting to get that done. So we're just going to, since they don't want to basically do the demonstrations at the end of the day, we're just going to teach the customers what to say. 2 things you want to ask for. The most important things is, if you got a white screen, what is the difference? You want to see a difference between that screen with that paint on it versus a white surface or whatever at the end of the day. So you can see there's a difference. Most of all, how does your screen paints compare to everyday gray screen paint products that you could buy at a Home Depot, Lowe's, Benjamin, Moore, Sherman, Williams, you name it? What's the difference? Ace is the place. I think this one is the paint, I'm not sure. So what's the difference? I can tell you right from the door, that Network Grade 773, you need to ask them. Matter of fact, 2 of them you need to ask for. Slip Silver, Microblend, you need to ask for that from Amazon. And the other one you need to ask for is Network Grade 773, because that stuff matches just about anything that's gray. If you can't figure out what paints to pick out, to choose, to ask them, those are the 2. That's all you need. I guarantee you. 2 things are going to happen. Either they're going to give you the runaround or they're going to block you. That's what's going to happen. Now, this demonstration over here, we got that Dynasty 5, or that Dynasty, what's that Dynasty 5? The video game. Dynasty Black Paint by Home Depot. We got Black Magic over here. And this is a strip of blackout cloth. That's why I sit there and laugh when I saw that joker sit there and try to say, oh, it does the same thing. Buddy, let me explain something to you. Unless you bought my product with a receipt and you got it legit, that's the only way you're going to be to say that my product can match. Other than that, no, we've done these tests all day long. So when our customers come to us, we can show them demonstrations of our product not matching. Now you look at this. Look. You see that right there? You see how that screen doesn't match on that snow demonstration? But look at your demonstration here. You matched the screen in a snow demonstration. Right there. So the very demonstration that this person is terrified of doing, he's scared to death of doing, I do this every day for fun. That's your product versus a gray screen. That's my product versus a black paint. I really don't see no difference at all, period. That's why you customers out there need to request those tests. Make sure the product is tested before the product shipped out, make sure that they can show a massive difference between night and day when they're testing against. When they can show you it's not going to match a gray screen paint product, sorry, gray screen paint product, not a basically actually screen paint. And make sure that you can see a massive difference when you're showing painted on versus your white screen. That you're going to get something that's going to change the outcome of your white surface and not basically give it a bit of a hiccup or a bump. Now see, Jamie, that's you right there. That's your demonstration. And this over here is where we at right there on my demonstration. Here we go. I'm sorry. This is us. No. This is you right here in your demonstration. My bad, I'm getting mixed up here. That's you right there. I'm trying to find my other page we have over here where I was showing us. Because we don't match. Here we go. This is me right here. So this is me showing the same demonstration where I'm not matching. I got that mixed up for a minute. We don't match. No, we don't want to go down that road. Anyway, so as you can see right here, that's my product. Same scene. Except for that's my product versus black paint. And here, this is your product. Oh, I gotta get screenshots of this one right here. That's your product right there, matching house paint. That's why we advise the customer at the end of the day, make sure you ask those questions. Like I said, we're going to receive the hatred for it, but we don't care. It needs to be done. And customers need to be armed with the information needed to be able to make sure that they get a product that actually works and not something that's going to be fake at the end of the day. There we go. And that's a perfect example right there for that one. And we'll go back to us over here. Same demonstration right there. So as you can see all the different demonstrations we have here, backing our products up to make sure they work 100% for our customers, which is extremely very, very important. As a matter of fact, we have one of the videos right here. This is Black Dynasty by Home Depot versus our product right there. So you want to make sure that when you go to the website, there is a ton of information of the product being tested against all different forms of fabrics, materials, to make sure that you're getting exactly what you paid for. This is fabric, micro mesh, paint, fabric again. Just want to make sure you get what you paid for and you're not getting ripped off. This is the black slate test demonstrations that we did right here. And also two demonstrations outside, which are extremely important. Now, knowing what you just saw, like I said, he matched the product. We don't match at the end of the day. Are these products still being sold on the website? This is why, again, we request for customers to ask these questions before you buy, because you could end up getting ripped off. Going to the website, keep in mind this is an individual with a very hot temper. He does get extremely nasty. He does some crazy stuff. And on top of that, we told you, he's stalking us. So he's been sending me pictures of myself, which is kind of creepy and really weird. But that's what he does. All right, so let's see if he's still selling these products on the website. Now, Jamie, I want you to understand this. We go to your website because I don't like to get on camera. I don't like to say things without backing them up. That's the kind of person I am. I'm not you. You lie and don't back it up. But if I say something about somebody, I have to back that up. So that's why we're going to your site. Because if we're telling customers at the end of the day, that again, they can already see from the demonstrations that you're matching household products. And that's why we're telling them why they need to request tests. They need to see side-by-side comparison against other great paint products. And they need to see a real serious difference between a gray screen and a white screen. So let's go over here and let's go to the website. And we have you here. That's the dark crystal mix we were trying to find. We couldn't pick it up, couldn't find it anywhere. Let's see. There we go. All right, here's the website right here. He's over here crying and whining already again. Let's move on. Let's see. We're going to go over here to shop. And we're going to go down here and we're going to look at the products he has here. All right. Right here we have Crow's, let me see, there's a 2.0. So the 2.0, he's going to be crying. We told you he's going to cry a lot. The 2.0 right here is a product I told you can make for free. It's called a Metallica Mix. Here we are. There is the Cinemax, Crow's Cinemax Mix. That is the one you saw matching the Network Gray 773. Jamie, let me explain something to you. You can't come in on your channel. This is Jamie right here, by the way, that's in the room right now. When we had him here, he didn't want to talk about that dark crystal mix because that was another fake product. But this is actual Jamie himself. So, as I said before, you can't call other people scammers, Jamie. You have match house paint. You have videos of you matching house paint. And the same products that you have match house paint, you're selling on your website. So that clearly shows that you are robbing people at the end of the day. It is what it is. So again, I told you that when we arm customers with that information on what to ask for when buying a screen paint product, people like this will get very upset over that because they don't want them knowing that information. All right, so you can clearly see that the Cinemax is being sold on the website for $60. This used to be $95. That's what we paid for it. So everything you're seeing here in the specifications, it's fake. Because again, it matched the house paint. So there's nothing special about it. The policy, we keep telling you about. The policy designed to rip off his own customers. That's why I say your customers are not in the room supporting you. Maybe the customers that are family members that already know what you're doing at the end of the day. But other than that, they're not customers. No customer in their right mind is going to come in and support this nonsense. But as you can see, here it is. Anyone can go to the website, read it for themselves. What does it clearly state right there? Product is delivered. I can't explain that enough. You need to spell that correctly. No returns or refunds. Only exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. How would you know if you don't open the container? There's no tests underneath the products. There's no batch numbers under the product. So how do you know what you're getting in that container? And then you just watch this screen paint clearly match easily a household product that he or she can just take right off the shelf without adding nothing to it. And here you're seeing the owner himself, very upset, very angry. He just came into the room just now. You see the same energy we have here where he's upset? It's the same energy he's explaining here. Jamie, I gotta explain it to you again. The product that you tried to make, your rollers came up gray. And every forum site that we dropped those pictures in, everyone said the same thing. Your rollers came up gray. You made a gray product. Our screens aren't gray, they're black. So again, you failed in that demonstration. But again, they'll try to fight to what they can hold on to. All right, so let's move on. So right here, you see it right there, $60, fake product. He's going to come in with a lot of caps. Like I said, same energy you're going to see here, you're going to see here. All right, let's go in. And so let me get this straight, Jamie. You're against me at the end of the day telling customers that they need to ask these questions before they buy a screen paint. You're against that. Why are you so angry? Why are you so upset? It's simple and plain. Am I lying here? Am I telling any lies right now? Is this not you in this demonstration right here? That's not you. You're trying to say that's not you? That's not you matching a household product? So that's not you? That's not you over here? That's not you in any of these demonstrations? So you never went in, you never matched a household product? This is all fake, right? This is not you. You want to get mad, man, at the end of the day, this is you, man. Is that not you in the video? Did you not bear receipts? Did you not show a container? Did you not match house paint? All right then, are you still selling these products on your website? Yes, you are, knowing what your products are. What does that make you? Does that make you an honest seller? Does that make you an honest merchant? No, it makes you a person who commits fraud and commits scam. You're a scammer at the end of the day. How is your website policy set up for customers who may find this out later on and may want to return? There you go. Perfect explain. So why are you crying and whining in the room? Why are you getting so upset? You match the house paint. That's it. And your product is not even worth $30. It's worth 13 bucks. That's what it's worth. Because again, at 60 bucks, a customer can go in and get a gallon of that and get a gallon and 2 quarts, maybe a gallon and 3 quarts out of that. So no. Look, so are you mad? Are you upset at the end of the day that I tell customers that they should ask these questions? Any customer, I told you, there's the laugh emojis. That's Jamie. That's how we know. Any customer at the end of the day should go in and ask anybody, including us, to ask requests for tests, to request for side-by-side demonstrations against other black surfaces, against other gray surfaces. What's the problem? It ain't like I didn't include myself, and then I easily include maybe it's because my product's tested and I can back it up and you can't. That's what it is. But Jamie, when you come in here and you show emojis and a lot of caps and a lot of screaming and yelling, you out yourself. That's the whole purpose why we leave the mic open, is to give him the chance to come in here and explain himself, but this is what we're met with. So we want your customers, we want people to see, people that may become your potential customers, we want them to see what kind of nightmare person you are at the end of the day. And that's why we leave the mic open. You expose yourself. Most people who have any kind of business common sense will come in and say, look, even from the door, from this video, where they came in and apologized to the customers. Okay, look, clear, you can see we didn't do our products correctly. We didn't test them right. I do apologize. We're just going to rechange the name, rebrand ourselves, and try to come up with a better product. And we'll test all products from now on against these products that we were accused of matching to build customer trust. You didn't do this. You were so worried about what we think at the end of the day, you completely self-destructed yourself. And you refuse to remove the products off the site because you refuse to admit that your product matched. That's why it's still there. Okay, well, I'm not reading your stuff. You know that, right? I'm not reading anything you're saying because you're ranting like a small child, and I don't entertain kids, so I'm not reading your stuff. But anyway, let's move on. Over here, simple and plain, this right here is the not the bare silver screen versus the personal mix. These are your videos. You can't get upset about something you made. You know what you're upset about? You're upset that the videos exist. That's what you're upset about. But you made these demonstrations. It's funny how you stood behind this 100%, but the minute you realize that you were matching house paint, you don't stand behind it anymore. That's why you try to get rid of it. Well, let's move on to the customers. We're not going to talk to them anymore. We can't reason with him because he's very upset and very angry. This is the personal mix, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That product matched perfectly. So, customers who basically purchased this product, a few of them have we seen. What are your thoughts on basically these particular customers right here? They got ripped off. Now, the emojis are not bothering me at the end of the day. That hurts you, Jamie. You're not carrying yourself as a professional. What about these customers that got ripped off? Did you return their money? Did you send them a better product and showed that was testing behind the product? No, I'm pretty sure you didn't. No. It's either yes or no. It's not, you can't, no way to explain that, man. It's a yes or no. Look at this right here. This is absolutely sinful. Look how that looks. That's absolutely sinful. Look how well he matched that surface. Look, man, here's the deal. I'm going to keep telling customers at the end of the day that they should request side-by-side demonstrations versus house paint. I'm going to keep telling them at the end of the day they should be requesting tests before the product was ever launched. I'm going to keep telling them at the end of the day that they should people make these screen paint products should show the difference between a white surface and their product at the end of the day. And no hiccups, no bumps, no sitting on top of the screen and all that nonsense, blah, 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 blah. The gravy train is over. It's getting derailed. That's what's happening. And that's why you're upset. You don't want customers coming in and ask you those questions. That's pretty bad right there. You think we're picking on you? No, you are a perfect example why customers need to ask these questions. All right, now this is the personal mix. So you can see the title of the video. I'm going to see the title of this one right here. This is Crow's video right here. There you go. Did you not do that video? That's your video, right? Yes. Is it your video? Well, we all know it's your video. There it is right there. Are you still selling this product on your website? Yeah, you are. You're actually selling it to your customers overseas. You got it hidden somewhere. Let's go pop to your website. Let's go over here and let's grab, let's see. Oh, I love how he does these right here. This is Crow's Photoshop. We don't want to go to cart. No, we don't want this product. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We don't want this. No, we do not. We're good. We don't want that. I could literally go to Sherwin-Williams and just get the same thing. I'm not spending any money on that. Unless you can show me some tests. Like I said, I got no problem giving you $60. As long as you can show me a test at the end of the day that this product doesn't match house paint. Because if that's the case, I can go to Sherwin-Williams and just get a gallon and save myself some money. But let's go over here real quick. Now this is Crow's Photoshop work. You see this right here? We tried to darken the picture. We just did this demonstration. We literally just came out of a room where I had 4 white sheets of paper. We did a back and forth screen, all that in the fluid environment. You're that desperate at the end of the day? No, let's move on. Look, again, as I said before, anybody wants to request our test demonstrations, you can go check out our demonstrations directly on our website. We have no other, there's nothing here, that's it. He has shop and home. There's no test demonstrations displayed on his website. All his customers all sit in the dark. Oh, Jamie, look, you want to call people, look, okay, again, people see this. They're seeing how you're acting in the room. Dude, you have products that are matching house paint and you're still selling the products on the website and you're talking as if it doesn't exist. That's the person that's in denial. All right, let's go over here and let's see what else we got. Now, this is an interesting one. This is called a dark crystal mix. It doesn't exist anywhere. We can't find any video demonstrations. We can't find any customers, nothing at all. So what is this product, Jamie? Now, this product is where the Frankenstein used to be. You know how you know? Look up top. And there you go. See where it says Frankenstein? So the specifications that you're seeing down here at the bottom were never for this product. This is what the Frankenstein's cheat sheet used to be. These images here and here, these images were for the Frankenstein. So what the heck is the dark crystal mix? Let's see if we can find it on YouTube. This is, again, the reason why, we arm our customers and anybody else. You need to ask these questions. It's very important. All right, let me see. Let's go to YouTube, see if we can find this paint. That's another thing you have to worry about. People putting things on their website that don't exist, and you paying for things that don't exist. I'm sorry, we got this set up differently on here. Guess who pops up? That would be me. Because I busted this guy. We found this paint on his website that's not real. That he tries to sell to customers that has no video demonstrations, nothing attached to it. It doesn't even exist. This is why you need to request tests. You need to request these demonstrations. This man literally put a product on his website that he never made before. So what is he going to send the customer? What are they going to get? You see those up there? Those are basically when we went into a site, found that information, and put them on blast. So people who see this don't run into the trap of buying a product that doesn't even exist. Jamie, we call this fraud. That's what it's called. These are our websites. These are our demonstrations right here. You don't have it. There's no saying that paint doesn't even exist. See right here, dark crystal? There's a movie right there. Ooh, you can watch that on YouTube. I'm watching that tonight. There is no The Crow the movie. That's it. But that paint doesn't even exist. Because the minute we type that in, you should have been the first one to pop up. Another example. why customers need to request for tests to make sure that the products that you're buying on the website is real and you're not getting scammed. Jamie, it's right there. We can't find the product. It doesn't exist. So, question, why do you have a product on your website that doesn't have a history? It doesn't exist. If a customer orders this, what are they getting at the end of the day? Now, if you sit there and say, oh, but I made this mix, you gave that away for free. So you really can't sell something. Oh, wait, I forgot you do sell things you give away for free. Kind of forgot about that. You do that. This would be the Metallica Mix 2.0, which is another video that is missing, which we have our hands on it now. Here we go, right here. This is a Metallica Mix 2.0. This is a product that Jamie used to give away for free. Now, as I said before, when you stated that the Frankenstein was your first mix, that's not possible, because when you first started out, as you forgot already, you gave products away for free. Now, you gave products away for free, which means those would have been your first products. Then later on, you started selling your products. Isn't it interesting that I know more about you than you know about yourself? Because again, you have a habit of forgetting these things and again, stating like it never even happened. This is the Metallica Mix 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you make it. Basically, 2 tablespoons of black paint into white paint. We use the same ingredients because when we made this, it matched the personal mix. We used the Metallica 2.0 to match a personal mix. Not only did it match the personal mix, but it matched the Cinemax too. Yeah, it matched all of them, literally all of them. And then we went in and we made the rest of your products using the exact same ingredients. We made your UV mix, which was very easy to do. That was a reversal. Black paint and 6 tablespoons of white paint. Boom, made it perfectly. We have it right there. So your product is nothing more than just black and white paint. Jamie, I can't explain this again. Why are you ranting? Why are you upset? Is that not your video? The fact that you're getting upset and you're ranting and carrying on over something that's your video at the end of the day clearly shows that you're guilty. You know you're displaying guilt, right? It's you, man. You're angry in there, emojis and laugh emojis and carrying on and acting up. All we're doing is showing off your videos. I am not making anything up. I didn't make these videos at the end of the day. It'd be different if I came in here and I made all this stuff up and none of this was true and that wasn't, all this was fake. Then you can get upset. But this is you. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not you. Now, if you feel that I'm wrong, how about you make this ingredients and you put it today, make it today, and put it on your product. And while you're doing that, don't forget the slip silver, because we're still waiting to see that demonstration done. If your product's different from network grade 773 and you're saying I'm completely wrong on that, you wouldn't mind doing that again. What about putting your product against a white surface? That's all I'm asking. See? There you go. So customers, for buying for the first time, you're buying a screen paint for the first time, this is why. You're seeing the reaction of the person who made these products. You're seeing how he carried on with these emojis and capitals and screaming in the room. Same energy we see here, we see on his official website, which we're talking to him directly. You see all this. And this is, I'm telling you, this is the stuff you got to watch out for. Sellers like this. You're watching the demonstrations. We're not faking this. This is his demonstrations right here. You can watch him in the demonstrations himself, matching these products. And then continue to sell these products on his website as if it never even happened. This is a perfect example of a scammer. Now I know, Jamie, you're probably hitting the copyright button, but the music I'm playing behind me is copyright free. Did you know that? I'll put the link where I get my copyright free music from. Look at the capitals coming in. Look at the capitals. He's screaming and yelling. He's getting angry. And he's getting angry because that's him doing it. You made the videos, not me. Why you get mad at me for? You're upset because I'm showing them. That's what it is. You don't want nobody to see them. Now, if you got any people at the end of the day that may have some beef with you, guess what? They can make your product easily. This is called the Black and White Paint Challenge. That's literally what it's called. We got a lot of questions to ask you. Like I said, at the end of the day, Jamie, you got a screen paint literally on your website that doesn't even exist. We can't find any videos on it. So you're just making stuff up and just putting it in your shopping cart. Well, it is what it is. It shows it right there. And this is the reason why we suggest customers, before you buy from anybody, make sure their stuff is tested. Oh. Black and White Screen Paint Challenge. Oh, and give me what I wanted. I got a microphone over here. Black and White Screen Paint Challenge. Let me see. We gotta put that screen paint in there. There we go. There you go, Jamie. You pop up. Isn't that you right there? Is this the one that shows the ingredients on the whatchamacallit? How to make the ingredients? That's now the reason why we made it a challenge, because now I don't like to come on, like I said, and talk stuff. You know, at the end of the day, I like to back everything up. So we gave him a chance to make this same ingredients that he made in his demonstration, sorry, to make it so put against his product live. We never got the demonstration. It was never done. There's no way in the world he's doing that at all, period. Now, this is basically a video showing him how to make Jamie's paint. Well, like I said, look, this is what you can do, Jamie. Instead of ranting and carrying on and crying and whining in the room, instead of going to my account and crying all the time, how about you do this? How about you go out and get yourself some slip silver? I sent you the link. Go pick it up and put that against your product to see how well your product basically shows a difference between a great product. If you feel that your product is better than network grade 773, then do it again. As a matter of fact, add in the personal mix, add in the Cinemax, add in the Hybrant, which you haven't tested the Hybrant yet. No one has seen you test the Hybrant versus great paint. Do all of those. And then let's see a difference between your screen and white paper or any white surface at the end of the day. Let's see a massive difference between night and day. Can you show us that today? Because if you don't do it today and you decide you want to put this off, I'm going to make sure that everybody who comes onto our channel, we'll post it on our site that this is what customers should be requesting from screen paint makers. They need to request those tests from the door. And all tests must be done before the product is actually launched. They must test a comparison against everyday household paints. And they should see a massive difference. If they're going to paint their white screen, their investment at the end of the day, they should know that the hard work and time and money they're going to spend, they're going to see a significant difference than seeing a screen that has a little of a hiccup, or you got to be a finger distance to see the difference between the screen and the paint you're putting out. We're going to educate customers on that. I'm going to put that in every single video demonstration, so every customer knows exactly what to look for and what to ask for. Now, for some reason, this is upsetting you. See how fast the messages are coming in? Why is this upsetting you? It is upsetting you. Yeah, I am going to post it. I'm definitely going to post it. Don't worry about that. Just like I got your stuff posted for the blacklist. I'm definitely going to post it. Because every customer needs to ask that question. Now, since you're not worrying about me posting it, how about you do what I asked you to do? How about you go in and do those tests right now? I'm not going, I asked you a question. Yes or no? How about you do those tests right now? We've been trying to get you to do the slip silver microblend for 2 years. How about you do that test? I sent you the link. You know where to buy that. Look, I asked you already from the door. All you got to do is do the test today. That's all. And while you're at it, can you do this black and white mixture too? Because I want to see this against the rest of your products. I definitely want to see that right there. Can you show me that? Because we don't want to see this. When you do that network grade 773, we don't want to see this. And problem is, Jamie makes a lot of promises, but he just can't seem to get it done. That's all. Here we go. I found it. That's the ingredients. He posted right directly on his thumbnail. That's how you make the Metallica Mix 2.0. It's right there on the thumbnail. Oh, you see those caps pop up? You see the caps pop up? And you see them the caps are popping up? See how angry he's getting? Buddy, that's your demonstration right there. That's how you make your paint. That's how all your products are made. Now, remember when I told you, I want to see a difference between night and day. I want you to look at this demonstration very carefully. Right? No, just watch the demonstration very carefully. You see the difference on that white wall versus our black technology? That's what you're going to have to show when you take a white surface and lay that against your screen. You got to show a difference between night and day. Buddy, look, you're doing a lot of caps. Can you calm down a bit? Just relax. Take a deep breath, because I don't want you passing out on camera. You got to show a difference between night and day. This is what customers want to see. If they're going to paint over that white surface, you've got to see a difference. Don't want to match the screen. You definitely don't want to match a white screen. Question. You did a video here called Benefit of a White Screen or Benefit of a Gray Screen. Where is the video? All right, I'm asking one question here. You stand behind, question, yes or no? Do you stand behind these videos? I don't want you writing down an entire book. Yes or no, do you stand behind these videos? Again, we can't get, that's why I said at the end of the day, we can't get anything out of them. I'm asking one more time and we got to move on. Yes or no, do you stand behind these videos? Give him time. All right. Well, we can't get anything. He doesn't. Again, let's move on. Just can't answer things correctly. He's in the videos, I guess. I don't know. Let's move on. All right. So again, as I said before, for the customers, you know exactly what to ask for. Anytime you buy a screen paint product, this is a perfect example. This is an excellent demonstration for what we're trying to warn you at the end of the day, why you got to be careful who you buy from. The individual who came into the room, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, aka Crow 1176, aka Crow, whatever he calls himself now, came into the room. Tons of capitals, tons of emojis. I told you this was going to happen before the video started. We go to a site to show you that he's still selling the same products that he's been scamming people on. He's got caught and busted in, and he's in there just still ranting on the site. Same energy back and forth. We go look up this thing called Dark Crystal Mix. Clearly, he is posting things in his website on products that don't even exist. No testing, no customer demonstrations, nothing. This is why you got to ask these questions. This is a perfect example of why we tell you to ask questions before you buy a product. And the three things you want to ask for: make sure the product is tested, make sure it shows that it's been tested before the product ever shipped out, make sure you can show a huge difference, well, not him, anybody, you can show a huge difference between the white screen you may have at home, make sure you're getting what you're getting at the end of the day, and most importantly, make sure you ask that you do a side-by-side demonstration versus other great products. Because you want to find at the end of the day that you just spent money for something that you clearly could have went down and got it for far cheaper, because the person at the end of the day didn't have any tests. Again, it's your responsibility to go in and find that information out. All right, you can always go to our website. Of course, you can see on his site, he doesn't have, see, look, same energy here with the laugh emojis and all this stuff, all this crazy stuff. He says, where's your lawyer? Where's your lawyer? All right, Jamie, I'm gonna embarrass you real quick, real fast. We're going to CCB. This is called small claims court. Lawyers are not involved in small claims court. That'll be just me, you, and the mediator or judge. That's it. If we're going to civil court, then lawyers are involved. You understand now? All right, I had to educate him a little bit. Sometimes he doesn't know things, so we have to help him out. All right, so let's go over here. This is it. This is all he has in the menu. Just shop and home. Man, I've seen things on wish list that had more on the menu at the end of the day. That's it. There's supposed to be a whole lot in here. There's supposed to be a section for shipping. What kind of payments are you taking at the end of the day? What is the company about? Stuff like that should be in there. Contact information, all that should be in there. By the way, I just thought about something. Where is your contact information? You don't have any contact information. Where is your contact information? You have it down here at the bottom? Where is it? There's supposed to be a page right here that's supposed to say contact information. It's not even there at all, period. What is Sam Hickey is going on his page? This is what you're supposed to be seeing, people. Any website you go to is the same thing. You got your home, buy here now, shipping information, about us, contact information, demos and test demos, which you have. We got the Black Series collection, and look at this, Jamie, right here. Boom, this is my more page. We got like a ton of showcases in there. We got over 8,000 letters, basically in all specifications. Just go pop over to the section we have over here. I'll pop over to our site we have here. This is the buy here now page. Already in here. I want to go back to the whatchamacallit, but I want to show our home page real quick. This is what we did for the home page. Oh, and by the way, I gotta thank you for sending some business my way. I do appreciate that. You do know when you tell customers that our site is a scam and they go to our site, they do look at your site compared to ours. But thank you for that. I really appreciate that. They actually, stuck around a bit. Checked out all the cool stuff we have on here. So everything is unified. Pop into any one of the carts. This is the information that pops up on there. Plenty of beautiful pictures. Everything's done in fully lit environments. We have links to showcase rooms. Just in case if you don't see enough pictures and videos to satisfy you at the end of the day, you can click on one of the showcase rooms where we have a ton of information on the products. Demonstrations on 1,000 lumen projectors, demonstrations on the product itself, and here's our specification sheets. Jamie, my specification sheets are way larger than yours. Look at this. As a matter of fact, we maxed out. You get 8,000. We're over 8. We have to be under 8,000. There's not enough to put what the information is about. Let's look at the policies right here. You don't have policies on your product. See right here? I'm not going to put any information here how to contact us because we have that outside the page. When you pop over here to home. And our company's LLC. Yours is not. I don't even think you got a license to sell in the state of California. We don't look into that when we get to court. Don't worry about that. Now, see right here, we got our company. This is where Crow likes to call us all the time. He has to stalk us on his number. Our Facebook page, Black Series email, free worldwide shipping. And even what does Google say about our product, Jamie? What does it say? Hey, Jamie, just read it real quick. This is for customers that ever want to know about which one is more superior. Even Google tells you at the end of the day, all factors considered, black projection screens are better than white and gray screens. The screens are better at producing clear and high contrast images, of course. Let's see, images. Or with or without ambient light. This means that the screens can be used for indoor or outdoor activities while producing a superior image. Oh, Jamie, you tell customers to calibrate. We never tell a customer to calibrate. Why would I tell a customer to calibrate? We don't need to. So again, but we're getting off topic here. Let's keep it on topic. I'm gonna go back to my page real quick. See right here in this demonstration, this is my product going against the TV in a fully lit environment, matching the contrast levels and white levels. Now you can do this demonstration. The problem is you can't match the screen's contrast levels or colors, but we can do it. So this shows the customer at the end of the day that they can replace their TV with our technology. AT&T got a kick out of this one, basically. And on top of that, guess how much our projector cost me at the end of the day? I think that was like 200 and no, it might have been the Sony, so it might have been like 300 bucks. That's it. How much did you pay for your projector? Okay, look at this. Okay, off topic real quick. Just off top, I'm entertain you for a minute. You paid $3,300 for P2. You cannot basically produce any contrast on that screen whatsoever that you have over there with the 2 million one that you have attached to that screen. Your screen sits less than a foot away from the screen. You're at what, 100 inches? So it's pretty good amount of compressed image. So you're right up on top of the screen. You don't even have a distance going there. And yet every time you look at your environment, it's dark and it's got white light splashed around your screen. You're sitting in this really dark environment. My projector, on the other hand, cost me in the other room $270. It's 720p, and at that, basically, I can produce a screen size all the way to 159-inch 1610 in a fully lit environment, maintain 100% contrast, and also too, I can blow out any certified screen that lays against that product. What about you? Okay, question. How are you saving people money if you can't save money yourself? I literally saved more money with that setup than you did. I thought so. All right, moving on. No, we're done. We're done with the conversation. I didn't mean to confuse you. I might have confused your brain a little bit. Okay, we're done. Speaking of gray screens, well, guess what? This right here is a gray screen on this side, and this is our black technology on this side. All right, so what you're saying is you can produce a 100% contrast level. Is that what you're saying on the P2? On your technology? Oh, I'm sorry, on your paint? Well, if that's the case, then let's see a demonstration in a fully lit environment. Take them black curtains, push them all the way up, open up that door, light that environment up, and then go in and show me a 100% black level contrast level next to a black sheet of paper. No, I don't think you want to do that. But okay. Never mind, Jamie. There's no point in having. Let's move on. There's no more in talking to you. We're done. We can't even get you to basically do demonstrations on house paint. How are you going to do that? Oh, next time you open up a door and you do a demonstration with a screen next to a door, try to make sure the screen is physically sitting in the door, the lights on. Now, as you can see for the customers, see all these tons of pictures we have on our website? Yeah, a lot of pictures we have on our website, backing our products up on just about everything you could possibly think of. Floor projection technology, ceiling projection technology, all that good stuff. My front page is huge. Matter of fact, I got to put in one of those buttons so you can hit the button and go up. Jamie, let's see what kind of information you have on the front of your page. Let's go here to the front. You don't have any other options here. So I only got home and shop. Let's see what you got on your front page. I asked multiple times if you could put those demonstrations that you deleted off your account, if you could put them right here. How come they're not here? I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking a question. Not ambient light projection. Well, we definitely know it's not ambient light projection because all your customers are right here sitting in the dark. Look, all your customers are sitting in the dark. Every last one of them sitting in a dark environment, just like you. Yep. No, that's the end of your page. Well, we're finished. We already hit the bottom. Okay. Let's move on right there. Okay, all we got out of that one. All right, just leave it be. I'm just gonna move on from there. I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right, forget it, Jamie. Jamie, you have to understand. I did the work already. I went in on your page. I wasted 3 hours of my time. I went into your page. I looked up test demonstrations under all your products. We found nothing. I went into each individual screen paint, went in and tried to find test demonstrations. We found nothing. You have no test demonstrations. As a matter of fact, you got a good amount of videos deleted off your account. We can't find any of the Frankensteins, not any of them. So a lot of videos missing. Oh, you know what this is, right? All right. Let's see. There we go. This one demonstration right here will beat all your customers, including your videos. There's my customer outside. Isn't that the video? Wait. This looks familiar. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I thought I saw that somewhere. Aren't you in the dark doing this demonstration? You are, aren't you? Hold on for a minute. I've seen this before. Let me come out here for a minute. I've seen this. Hold on for a minute. I gotta go back, people. I gotta see this real quick. I saw this on the fake dark crystal mix. Yeah. I have a memory for some crazy stuff. Yeah, right. No, not right there. Right there. I know I've seen that somewhere before. So let me get this straight. You're sitting in the dark. And we can clearly see it's in the dark because you can see the light, Christmas tree lights pushing around your screen. You're sitting in the dark doing this demonstration. I hope that's not on that 4K projector you're sitting in the dark. And my customer's doing the same demonstration outside. Are you kidding me? That's pretty embarrassing. Okay, let me sum it up for you. The reason why you have to do that in the dark, because your product's not ambient light rejection. You are 100% right on that. It doesn't work at all, period. It washes out. That's why. Your product doesn't work. My customer did that with a 720p projector. That costs like under $300. What's your excuse? No, seriously, what's your excuse? How come you're in the dark doing that demonstration on a 4K projector? What's your excuse? He's outside. All right, moving on. You don't have any excuses. You're just in there just ranting for the sake of just ranting. Let's move on. What's your excuse? Oh, there's no black shades on any of his curtains. What's your excuse? You're sitting there in the dark. He's in a fully lit environment. What's your excuse? Because your product don't work. That's what it is. Your customers are going to show exactly what the product really is. So through all the customers we've seen, they're all sitting in the dark with your products. The very few that did try to use the product in a fully lit environment, they washed out. Like the fellow who did the personal mix on the 200-inch screen, he washed out. Your products don't work. You're sitting in the dark, they had to sit in the dark. It is what it is. Isn't this the product right here? Oh, yeah, he's going to court, small claims court for, I think, $10,000. Oh, I think it was 12, but $10,000. Isn't this the 2.0 that you claimed that came up so dark? I would love to see you explain this to a judge at the end of the day, how you came out of the same 5-gallon container as the customer here and how your product came out different. Good luck explaining that one. That's going to be interesting to watch. Well, we're going to donate that $10,000 to charity if you do have any money left when we get done suing you for the rest. Same guy, John T. Demonstration on the same product. The laugh emoji. You got to ask those test people. But I'm glad you got a chance to see Jamie in his true form carrying on and acting up. All we're doing here is just showing you demonstration, Jamie, and you're getting very upset and you're getting very bitter. Let's go over to personal mix. Here's my, hold on for a minute, I'll grab me a charger. We're going to look at the personal mix. I'm going to see how many of your customers can, you said your product does not require ambient light rejection technology, right? All right. So your product, as you said before, doesn't require ambient light rejection technology, and it works perfectly fine without it. How many tests do you have of your product working in a fully lit environment, showing the screen is not going to wash out? How many demonstrations do you have on that? Let me put my charge in real quick. There we go, 5%. You want to go down this road, I'll show you. I'm going to show you the customers what happens when you buy his product. And he says at the end of the day that his product is not ambient light rejection doesn't require it. Oh, I forgot we're gonna do this. There we go. Now this right here is, we tested with a company called Pro HD Screens. They beat the daylights out of your screen. This one's actually pretty good. Here we go, we found them. So you explain to me what happened here. Because I'm pretty sure that in all the demonstrations that we've seen your product in, he got on here and he started screaming, you have to show the whole demonstration. What whole demonstration? Your product failed. Doesn't make a difference. That's your personal mix right there. Customer painted that screen in, 200-inch screen. If you look at the model number on the projector, it's a 3500 lumen 4K projector. What happened here? Now, the only way your products work somewhat, the customer has to be in the dark. See right here, see the difference right here? Now see right here, he's in the dark. That's the only way your products work. So all your customers are trapped in the dark. See that little bit of light pushing through the curtain right there? If he opens up those curtains, his screen washes out. So where did he get the idea that he could open up them curtains and that screen would work? He had to get it from you. That means you lied to him. Because I'm pretty sure the way he has it set up, and see it's a nice backyard out here, he's a nice setup right here. We're not making fun of the customer in any way. I feel sorry for the customer because he got robbed. But I'm pretty sure he was expecting to go out of the backyard into the area here and be able to see the screen. So what did you tell him? Did you lie to him and tell him he can open up those curtains and it would work? Why would he go over there? And stop writing me books. I'm not reading that. And see, there you go, doing that same nonsense. I'm not reading that. Why are you writing books? Stop writing books. No one's reading that. All right, so look at it. The only way this product works is he's going to have to be in the dark. That's what's going to happen to your living rooms and whatever place you're going to have this at, your bar, we're going to have this going to be in the dark constantly all the time. That's just why when I sat there and saw a venue projector, number one, the image was washed out when the lights are on next to a venue. Venue commercial projectors, the way they're designed, I've got plenty of them. They're designed for that element, that environment. So whoever bought that projector knew the environment they were going to be in and knew what caliber projector they needed for it to thrive in that environment. The fact that they had to turn out lights in the environment to accommodate the screen is extremely bad. Now you got mad at me because you wanted me to show the whole demonstration. Well, yeah, the whole demonstration. This is not a good image. This is washed out completely. It is very washed out, but it washes out even worse once the lights come, like once that guy opens up the curtains. Look at this. That's horrible. So what's your excuse for this? Look, it's sad that you can see Jamie coming here with emojis and the carrying on, ask Google and carrying on and acting up. This is a customer who paid for a product. This is a customer who got ripped off. And the only way he comes in to justify that, he didn't say, I apologize or nothing. He comes in here with laugh emojis. So I guess you're laughing at the customer at the end of the day because he trusted you to buy your product. No, it is what it is. Can't see the screen, it's washed it out. And if your screen pulled up this badly, it ain't doing too well outside. That's why the demonstrations I saw, two people had your screen outside, they were outside at nighttime. Anything pulls up at nighttime. You get a white screen to pull up at nighttime. What about in the afternoon where he's out there trying to enjoy his screen? Look how off that is, Jamie. Come on now, look at that. Look how bad that is. It's your product, buddy. It's your product. That's what it is. Nice movie room, though. He did a real nice job in his movie room. Very nice job in his movie room. He just got burnt when it came to the screen, that's all. Just sitting here to stay in the dark. And he definitely got burnt. Did a nice job on it, though. I like the infinity ceiling. It'd be nice if he had black technology up there. Matter of fact, our black technology would do much better in that environment than that washed out gray screen. Did you tell him that he was going to be able to see a 100% contrast level? Did you lie to him and tell him it was ambient light projection? I don't know why in the world we open up those curtains for that. I bet you wish you can get a hold of him in case we can get rid of that video, eh? So is this Crow's product? Yeah, it's Crow's product. Right here. What's that in the container, Jamie? What does that say on the container? That's your product right there. You cheated that customer, you were screen washed out. All the more when we tell people to ask questions and request tests. If this man had the knowledge to ask, test, and do a side-by-side comparison, he would have never purchased your product. So the church would have never purchased your product. And any of them customers sitting in the dark with that product would have never purchased your product. And that's why you get upset when I sit there and tell customers what to say when they're buying a screen paint product. That's why you're in here with all caps, emojis, and carrying on and acting up. And you know what makes something worse, Jamie? That's a personal mix. That's the same paint you had in the demonstration that matched Bear's silver screen. Same thing. I bring you in the rooms not to argue with you. I bring you in the rooms to give you the opportunity to explain yourself. That's what I do. You know? Give you the opportunity to explain yourself. But you don't come in mature. You come in with emojis and yelling and the caps and all this crazy stuff. That's what you do. And that's good because then customers see at the end of the day what they're dealing with. Am I dealing with a professional at the end of the day? Or am I dealing with a 5-year-old kid? What am I dealing with? So you expose yourself. You feel that coming in here and yelling at me and doing, you're not hurting me at the end of the day. Why are you hurting? How are you hurting me? You're exposing yourself. All that screaming and yelling at, you're exposing yourself, man. You're not exposing me. I don't have to do much, Jamie, to get you to trigger. But I'm not in here at the end of the day talking trash about you. Everything I'm doing, I'm backing it up. No, it is what it is. That's the personal mix right there. And the fellow painted it in right there. That's your product to the wall right there. So like I said, if he had saw that demonstration with that bare silver screen, I bet you he wouldn't have purchased that product. That's why you're afraid to post those videos to your site. You back those videos up, you stand behind those videos 100%, how about you put them on your website? That screen only operates in the dark. He was in the dark the entire time when he was showing off the demonstration. in the dark. He can't use that screen in a fully lit environment because of the washout. Most people, if they're going to put in a screen, that's awful. Most people, if they're going to put in a screen, whoever's doing business with them is going to say, hey, look, see those windows you have over there? That's going to wash your screen out. So it's best that you cover those up. That's what they'll tell him. So what would make him think that he could open up those curtains unless you told him he could do it? So what if he wanted his money back? What would you basically do to get him back his money back? Oh, wait, but you have on your website that the minute that product lands on his property, it's his. If he opens it, which he clearly just showed in the demonstration because he has to paint it down, then at the end of the day, it's his too. No exchange. You have it right on your website, right? Does that look like a screen at the end of the day someone would want in their house right now? Would you want this in your house? That's awful. That's the personal mix. And right here, he sells it right here on his website without shame to his overseas customers. See my customer? See those windows he's sitting next to? You see that screen wash out? No. Because your product doesn't work. It's a fake. That's why. You're sitting right next to a window. Matter of fact, a bunch of windows. Did you see that screen wash out? So my customer versus your customer. Look at my customer right now. So what's the excuse, Jamie? There is no excuse. The products are fake. That's what it is. It doesn't work. And you're talking about your products. Keep in mind, your customer's screen washed out in an environment inside. My customer's outside. You don't see your screen washing out, do you? Now again, we're not making fun of the customer. We feel bad for him. Because again, Jamie lied to him. He told him something at the end of the day to make that man think he could open his curtains up. We don't have any curtains open. We're outside. You know that, right? We're outside. So my customer's screen is functioning perfectly fine. And that's a 720p projector. Costs way less. Now Jamie considers this to be a bad image, but he considers this right here, sorry about that. He considers this right here, I'll get back there we go. He considers this right here to be a good image. So since you just said our image is bad, you consider this to be a good image? Is this good? Yes or no? Do you consider it to be a good image, Jamie? I asked you a question. Do you consider this to be a good image for your customer? Yes or no? I didn't ask you all that. Yes or no? So he sits there and says the best. This is supposed to be the best image for his customer. You do know the chats stay open, right? That we basically, when we go in and upload this, everybody can read what you just said. So you consider an image like this to be the best. I don't think everybody agrees with you. Oh, that's awful. I just caught that one part there. That is downright awful. Look at that. That is awful. You consider that to be a good image. If Jamie, if you're in the day, if you consider that to be a good image, you don't know jack about screen painting. No one should ever buy from you ever again. That's awful. All right, let's wrap this up because I got some other things I'm gonna do. Jamie, thank you for coming in. I do appreciate your input, and I'm happy that you came in because this demonstration was about why we need to go in and customers need to ask these questions. You are a perfect example why these questions need to be answered. Questions need to be answered questions need to be addressed to people who make these products, and why these products should be tested before they're ever sold on the market. Perfect example. You came in here, we showed concrete evidence of your products matching house paint with you on these videos. You still selling these scam products on your website. Your reaction, we let an open mic, a hot mic in here so you can come in here and voice your opinion. We're met by the same energy on here that we're getting from your website, talking to you directly. I guess you're going back and forth from fake accounts, I don't know. But you outed yourself. And then showing you a customer's picture that's so washed out, you can't even see it, but yet you consider this be the best, a good image. Not only that, the fact that you're making a fake products and sticking them on your website and charging people for something that doesn't even exist. That says scam all the way around, fraud and everything else rolled up in one. Can't find any pictures, nothing on it. You're just making it up as you go along. Shipping policy. Shipping policy is strictly designed for you to rip off your customers at the end of the day and give them nothing back. So you think this person's happy with this mess at the end of the day? I'm pretty sure he's not. Well, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You're a thief. This is the personal mix, right? Let me see. Yeah, it's a personal mix. Yeah, you're a thief, man. Well, look, most people, when they get this kind of challenge or whatever comes up like this, they back it up. So today, or let's put it this way, let's give you a little chance. Tomorrow, can you promise us all in this room right now that you are willing to go over and do these demonstrations to prove me wrong? Show me a huge massive difference between night and day versus a white surface. Show me network grade 773, slip silver, all them different grade paints versus your product. Are you willing to do all that? Even the mix you made for free? Are you willing to put all that right now, tomorrow in a live demonstration? Yes or no? That's all you got to do. We don't want books. Yes or no? All you got to do is say yes or no that you're willing to do the demonstration on the paints I just mentioned. Because you know I'm going to add the microblend in there. We've been trying to get you that for 2 years. Yes or no? Are you going to do it live? Didn't ask you all that. I'm not asking you all that. Yes or no? Jamie, we're making that's going to be a part of our new product that we're going to be making anyway versus our own product. And keep in mind when I tell you this, we have made your free products before. As a matter of fact, I've had just about all your products here. Your product came up gray. That technology over there is black. There's no way in the world gray screen is going to pull up. No, buddy. We're going to make that. That's definitely going to happen. As a matter of fact, not only am I going to make that product, but I'm going to put it through the same testing that we put a black screen through. And it's not going to pass. But let's move on from there. Again, you made a great product, not black. Are you going to do those tests we've requested? Not asking all that, man. Are you going to do the test? Yes or no, man? I don't got time to be asking this back and forth. Yes or no? Jamie, you're so far behind in requesting. I'll tell you why. You've requested us to do a test against black paper. We did that already. You've requested me to do a test against black vinyl. I did that already. You've requested me to do a test against black fabric. Did that already too. Matter of fact, I did that way back when we had the 7s. I got a list of tests done showing me doing demonstrations constantly against black paper, black paint. You said my product at the end of the day was supposed to be Black Dynasty. We use Black Dynasty in all our demonstrations for our tests. So we've done more than enough in the request. As a matter of fact, you even came into one of my live streams and asked me to fold back the screen and show the what do you call it, the black vinyl part of it? We did that too. He says, yes. We just sat there and said that we have the ingredients that next week that we're going to basically make the product and we're going to put it against the Cinemax. You know, we got a black Cinemax coming out, right? Again, Jamie, we do these tests. Our product's tested. We do this all day long. Do you think for some reason that a gray product that you made is going to beat out dark gunmetal technology we test against? Your product's easy. Now, I ask you again, are you doing the test, yes or no? All right, people, let's move on. We got things to do. Anyway, let's go look at more of this demonstration right here. Jamie, I know you feel like you got the upper hand, but you don't. We're making the product. We're going to put the product against our new products that are coming out. I'm going to put it against this. So we're going to do the demonstrations. It's no problem. You made the product wrong. The first minute when I saw you make the demonstration, the first thing I said on camera, that's going to come out gray. And your rollers came out gray. Our product is not gray, it's black. It is what it is. So it's not going to match our product. Now, we ask you to do the test. Since you don't want to do the test, it's no problem. We can have customers request, that's all. From now on, if a customer, if you're going to go in and order after you just saw what you just saw, you saw no test demonstrations posted to his site. You saw his customers trapped in dark environments. You saw him matching house paint and video demonstrations. You saw a free Metallica Mix 2.0, which is being sold on his site for $60, including the other products. You saw products on his site that basically don't even exist. So that clearly shows that this guy is a very serious and dangerous scammer at the end of the day. And you also saw his reaction in the room. Nothing but emojis, capital letters, and laughter. That's it. That's pretty bad. I feel sorry, like I said, I feel bad for the customer because he literally thought, nice, he got a nice backyard back here, no deck backyard back there. But he won't be able to enjoy that screen the way he wants to. And this is why we request customers to go in and ask questions. This is why he's mad about. He's very mad because he doesn't want you guys to go in and ask him those questions. But ask those questions. You need to, after what you just saw. Let me see. Jamie, question. How many gray versus gray demonstrations do you have posted to your website right now? How many? I didn't ask you. How many gray versus gray demonstrations do you have posted on your site showing your product matching against gray paints? The difference, how many? You don't have any. I didn't think so. There you go. How many test demonstrations do you have on your site posted for certified screens? How many? White level demonstrations versus your screens. Distance throw. Outside demonstrations. How many do you have? None. I didn't think so. All right. I'm going to do two things here. We'll go back to the blacklist. All right. We'll go over to, because there's no point having a conversation. He doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, keep going. Here's what he's talking about. This is where we made your product for free, right here, using your product. These are your products right here, made for free. This is an actual package of a Metallica 2.0 we got from a customer, which means you couldn't tamper with it. Yeah, we got that. This also, too, is the personal mix. Now, the customer here, and the demonstration right there, video of him painting his screen in, is showing a container for the personal mix. Same product that you have on your website that, well, actually we have, that matches the bare silver screen. Here we go. So that's your product right there, right? See where it says personal mix right there? That's you right there. That's your product, right? Okay then. What does this say right here in the video demonstration, Jamie? Crow's personal mix versus, what does it say? Bare silver screen? Okay. Now, I guarantee you, if that customer saw that demonstration, he wouldn't have bought that product. That means you just robbed that customer. You stole $95 out of his pocket because he could have did the same thing with bare silver screen for far less. What does the title of your video say? Personal mix, right? That's what the customer just painted down, right? When you did the demonstration, did you do the entire demonstration in the dark? Of course you did. Because the screen would have washed out like the customer's screen is washed out. Oh, you're upset, I understand. But it is what it is. You matched the screen. Now, Jamie, you do know why you're in here carrying on and getting upset that you're exposing yourself. You know that, right? So we have an actual scammer in the room who's mad and upset and exposing himself. Explain. Just explain. Why is that product matching your paint? I don't know what's worse, if the customer's screen washed out and he's getting a poor image, or the fact that you're sitting in a dark environment matching the same paint that he purchased. Well, it's right there, man. Can't get upset over that. Did you show your customer this video? Question, did you show your customer this video? Of course not. Perfect example why you need to ask the questions. Make sure before you buy any paint, even from us, make sure we have all test demonstrations before the product was ever made. Well, sorry, not before it was made, before the product ever launched. And also make sure you can get a side-by-side comparison versus house paint, which is very important. Now, that customer who just painted that screen in, I'm pretty sure he had no idea that this video was floating around. You think he would have bought your product if he knew that she could have did the same thing for cheaper with bare silver screen? Your reaction is not a nice reaction, Jamie. And keep in mind, you laughing at me doesn't hurt me. At the end of the day, your customers are watching this. People who want to do business with you are watching this. Okay, well, you're just doing it to yourself. You're not hurting me at the end of the day. What are you going to do? Sit up there and say, oh, this is fake and not real? It's right there. You can't deny that. Okay. This is an important video because, like I said, now the consumer knows what he's really dealing with when you're dealing with the customer and dealing with a merchant who is caught red-handed, exposed, and how he reacts. I wouldn't dare slide a credit card through this man's website. That's a heck of a close of a match. All right, Jamie, who are you more upset with? Are you upset with me or you? Because you made the video. Like I said, no one put a gun to your head and forced you to make this. You made this video. You even came walking out of a Home Depot with the container in your hand. Who the frick are you blaming at the end of the day? Isn't that you right there with the container in your hand walking around? You made the video. There's you walking out of a Home Depot. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it sold. It did sell. But the sad thing about it is the people who bought it got ripped off. That's what happened. You could brag about that you sold and you make money off of it, but at the end of the day, you rip people off. So you just admitted to ripping people off. That is what it is. Product don't work. Look, man, you got a guy sitting up there with a 4K projector and he can't get a screen to fire off outside. I got a guy out there with a 720p projector and his screen's working perfectly fine. I'm glad the customers can see how your reaction's going to be on how you're very unprofessional, on how you do business. That's washed out. That's all completely washed out. And you think that's a good image. That's a horrible image. Isn't that your living room? Or it's your living room, right? Yeah, of course. That product was lighter than your product and it still matched your paint at the end of the day. Gee whiz Louise. I just noticed that. It was lighter than this product and it still matched this product. Which means this would have pulled the higher white level. Definitely would have pulled the higher white level. At this point, Jamie, I'm ignoring you. I'm not reading any of your messages. I mean, I haven't been reading any of your messages, but I'm ignoring you. You're just not doing it. You're not doing anything right, man. You're coming in here. You're arguing with me about concrete evidence. What are you arguing about? Is that not you? What are you arguing about? What's the problem? Now the windows are shut. You just showed the windows open a few minutes ago. Now they're shut. Yeah. Complain. Yeah. Jamie, you're caught. You're busted. That's all to it. I don't know what you're in here trying to explain. Yeah. See how close you gotta be to the screen? You're a finger distance from the screen. Why are you that freaking close to the screen to begin with? You're supposed to be sitting back. You're way too close to the screen. What the heck is that all about? Look at that. Look how insane that is. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that customer would have never bought that product. All right, look. You back these demonstrations at 100%, right? All right. So, can you post these demonstrations to your website? Can you post these demonstrations to your website? Well, nope. He ain't gonna do that either. All right, let's move on. Let's keep watching this through. I know he's upset and angry, but you made the demonstration, so you got no blame but yourself. I can't even see the image in the flowers. It was completely gone. Look at the match on that. Is it? It's right. Yeah, it's right there. Now I can see it there. You got to look for the box because it does blend in quite well. Let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna look at this right here. We did this one already. I want to look at this section right here. We have over here. Now, those you're trying to find these videos, you're not going to find them. The reason why you're not going to find them because you've removed them off the account. That's why. This is why you need to ask these questions. This is a perfect example why we started the video by telling customers need to ask these questions, because if you don't, this could happen to you. Now see how close he got to be to show you the difference? It's a slight little bump. There is nowhere in the world you're going to see that from a distance. Nowhere in the world you're going to pick that up. If you have to be that close to the screen to see a difference, yeah, you're not going to pick that up at 11 to 12 feet. And who the freak's going to sit that close to the screen? So I guess he feels that knowing in the back of your mind that it's different, then you'll see it differently. Oh, good gracious. That's almost as worse as that freaking pixel shifting nonsense. Knowing that it compresses the pixels, then you are seeing. No, you're not. You're just still not picking up 4K at the end of the day. Look at that. That's disgusting. It's disgusting because the person got ripped off that was painting the screen. Gee whiz Louise, seriously? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. He could save so much money. Yeah, saving you hundreds, more like ripping you off hundreds. You could have saved so much money. You know how cheap that paint is at the end of the day? You could have walked off with a gallon of that with no problem. It would have cost nowhere near $95. That's what he was charged for at the time. Oh my goodness. That is awful. Like I said, I'm not calling the guy an idiot because he's not. He's not an idiot. He's not. He's just a consumer who got ripped off. You ripped him off. You definitely ripped him off. That is awful. Look at that. Oh, what in tarnation is going on here? Yeah, this is why you customers got to ask these questions. Ask the questions, man. Make them do that side by side next to house paint. They don't want to do it. They want to hang up the phone on you. They don't respond back to you and move on at the end of the day. That is disgusting right there. That customer sat there, wasted his time, painted that 200-inch screen to the wall. 200 screen is a big screen to paint in. Painted that screen in, invested his time in your business, and this is the kind of nonsense your product is producing? Oh, post this to your website, please. I'm going to get pictures of this one right here. This is going to a forum site today. That's definitely going to a forum site. That is freaking awful. Oh. That's awful. Is he still ranting? Is he still crying and ranting in here? What you ranting about, Jamie? Ugh, I had to get up for a minute and do something. What you ranting about, huh? You ranting about this? No, your customers should be ranting about this. How many people bought that personal mix? You ought to get together and sign a petition to just sue this guy. Make sure we get ours. We got to get ours first. Gee whiz. Yeah, that's awful. That is really awful. He even picked up the same on the microphone. Let's look at the microphone. Same contrast. Picked up the same contrast. That poor customer at the end of the day. Ripped them off. And this is even worse. So we know that this has been redirected to the overseas customers. So overseas customers, be careful. Just don't go in there altogether. And you don't have to worry about the craziness. This is what you're selling now and you're advertising right now. How do you get up in the morning, Jamie, and do demonstrations on this product knowing that you matched it to house paint? How? Did you forget this? I just gotta ask you that question before I leave. Did you forget that this demonstration exists? What's going on? Did you forget? Because the fact that you're still showing that screen off and your environment basically shows that you must have forgotten. Now, for the customers out there, this is why, and a perfect example, why you need to basically ask the questions. Make sure the product has been tested before the product has been sold. Ask when the launch date was of the product, so you can basically fact check the demonstrations and make sure that they were done before the product was shipped out. That way you know you have a guaranteed tested product. Also, Jamie, you're not going to like this one, but we advise you a request for a batch number. Make sure that product is tested on a live demonstration, and make sure in those live demonstrations it's matched against different forms of house paint to make sure you're not getting duped. We do that on black screen paint all the time. Black house paint, black screen paints. We did a couple black screen paints for the screen. All that. So how come you can't do it? Make sure that he can show you not him, I'm just saying anybody, can show you a significant difference against your white screen. You don't want to sit there and paint the screen and go, gee whiz, I see no difference. You don't want that crap at the end of the day. Can I push some buttons for you, Jamie? Jamie, this is pushing buttons for you. This is making you upset. Why would it make you upset? Why would it bother you? What's wrong, Jamie, with the customers asking these questions? What's wrong with that? Oh, because we can back it up. That's what it is. You can't. You can't back it up. Look at this mess. Well, can't get upset. That is you on camera, is it not? Well, I guess we're going to use the excuse now. We're going to say what happened was basically you were just driving home from work and this UFO popped up and they just beamed you up. And long story short, the real Jamie's in an intergalactic zoo in some third world. And this is actually a clone right now of him. So it's not really him. And his defense is not him. Oh, my goodness. Look at the look on your face. You messed up bad. You know you messed up bad. You see the look in your face. You can see the horror right there in your eyes. You messed up badly. You can see it. And it matched well. It matched really well. It's your face. You can see the horror in your eyes. You didn't have that. When you started the video, you was brimming with confidence. You were like all bright-eyed, bushy-tail. And you went from bright-eyed, bushy-tail to being caught in the headlights of a Ford F-50 and nowhere to go. And look at the fear. You done messed up. You should have tested your product out. That's what you should have did. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Good gracious, man. That is so bad. I swear, I've seen people mess up on camera on so many different levels, but gee whiz, Louise. Match the paint and then basically try to sell the paint still on his website as if it never even happened. Good gracious, you don't have no respect for nobody. You just as worse as when Microsoft had the freaking red ring of death and people's machines were coming up with all these red rings. Did they basically just drop the entire system and start with a new one, something? No, they kept selling those things. They kept making more and more models of the exact same thing. They had the Halo Edition, which I had. They had the Resident Evil, which is the red joint, which I had. They had the Elite system that had freaking the Frost chip in it. I had that one too. Man, they kept making more and more of them, man. The arcade version of them, there was so many of them they made. But they all had the same freaking flaw in them. They all had that same red ring in them. It's like, man, gee whiz. That is hard. I don't know what's worse. The fact that your screen washed out in the process, because this should be much better than that on 4K. Or this, oh, that's awful, man. Let's keep it on. The box is matching too. Look, the box is freaking matching right here. You got a matchbox. Matchbox. Kind of plays on words. It's matchbox. See, in the contrast, oh man, it just gets crazier and crazier. Like literally, look at that. You got a matchbox at the bottom. Matchbox. I think matchboxes were done in what, 1968? I think it's around that era. All right. This is a long video demonstration. I know it's been a long one, but it had to be done. Like I said, if anyone else had did this and did what he did, we'd just be talking about them. Unfortunately, it was him who did the mess up. So that's why we used Jamie as a poster child on why customers need to go in and ask these questions. And we're not talking about just with him, but everybody, including us. They need to ask those questions, which is very important. Go to the websites, make sure you read the websites correctly, make sure what these people are saying exactly, they can back it up at the end of the day. Make sure there are tests being done on the product. You don't want a product that's untested. You can have anything shipped to your front door and you don't even know what's in that container. You want to make sure that product actually works. This guy literally just matched house paint. And who's to say after matching the house paint, if he is bold enough to still sell this product on his website, knowing what he's seeing right here in the demonstration, then who's to say that now he's just shipping you a can of network grade 773 and he's sitting there charging you $60 for something you could get for a gallon? Hey, it is what it is, man. You could be doing that. You could be just basically going down to Sherwin-Williams and just pouring in every quart that paint at the end of the day, network grade 773. Probably throw a little glitter in there and that's it. And telling people it's something special, put it up on your 4K projector, put it in a dark environment and say it's something special, when it's not. Because clearly you match house paint here. So who's to say you're not doing that? If you're sitting there camera saying, no, but I'm honest with my customers, our customers can trust what? What? You're still selling the product on your website, so they can't believe you when you say that. No, Jamie, I'm sorry, man. You got it right there on your website. You're selling the same product. If you want to sit there on camera and tell me that this is a different product than this whole mess right here, then you got to prove that. You got to back that up. If you can't back that up, then you're basically just selling, and you could just be selling network grade 773 to people with a little bit of glitter in it. Pretty sure you are. Well, like I said, the fact that you're still selling this product right here on the website, knowing this is going on, who's going to think otherwise? Where's your credibility right now? How much of your credibility is intact? You're out of lies, man. That's the problem. You're out of lies. You're done. And I'm going to help the customers out, whatever it takes at the end of the day, to teach them everything that they need to know on how to shop and buy screen paint products and what to look for. Jamie, it speaks for itself right there. That's you in the video, right? Is that you? Is that your product? Is this network grade 773? Is this the same product being sold on your website right now? All right then, that's the end of it. What's the problem? What are you arguing about? What are you mad about, huh? Yeah, again, what are you mad about? What are you upset about? Oh, well, buddy, I'm not listening to your messages. I'm just basically just responding back to you being an idiot. What are you basically, at the end of the day, what are you arguing about? What's your argument? No, what is your argument right now? What does it say in the title of your video? What does it say right there? What does that say? Can you read? What does it say? So, if this product is matching a house paint, I told you, you can't get into that thick head of his. And I hate to talk to people like that, but he's got this thick melon that he doesn't really process information too well. Everybody is looking at this. We're all looking at the same time. Again, are you selling this on your website? Yes, you are. That's why you're back there getting mad, trying to get upset, trying to send us mail because you're upset. Ask you a simple question. You're selling it here. You're selling the personal mix here, right? These are two products that are fraud. They're fake. All right. Go right to your website, right? This is the 2.0 Metallica right here. This is a paint that customers can make for free. For free. You're selling a free product here. What does that say? I'm pretty sure you can read. What does that say right there? Doesn't that sit there and say Crow Cinematic Mix 1 quart? All right then. That means the product that you were caught in the video, matching house paint, you are selling it on your website. Does this make you an honest merchant? No, it doesn't. It makes you a thief and a fraud at the end of the day. There you go. That's why, customers, make sure you ask those questions, okay? So that way you don't get robbed at the end of the day. And do research whatever he's posting on this site from now on, because again, you can mess around and you can end up getting a product that doesn't even exist. How are you selling this? Truthfully, yeah, what is the heck is Crow's Dark Crystal Mix? What is this? How are you selling something that doesn't even exist? It doesn't exist at all, period. Pretty sure. You said it looks better, right? So this fellow right here just painted in your screen and it washed out. And the only way you can use the screen, he has to be in the dark. The entire demonstration, yeah, he's stuck in the dark. Can't use that screen in the outside, it'll wash out. You can't even use it with those lights on, it washes out. The only way you can show a contrast, nobody has to be in the dark. We can do this in a fully lit environment. Yeah, that's a good demonstration right there for you. All right. Now watch when he shuts the curtains. That's the only way your product works. You got to be in the dark. That's why your customer's sitting in the dark. That's why when you do demonstrations, you're sitting in the dark. Look at that. There's supposed to be something else there. You know that, right? Now, let's get a look at Crying Crow. I'll show you his reaction. You're seeing his energy in here, carrying on nothing but emojis and all that other nonsense. You know, it is what it is. You saw the demonstration. Jamie, you can't argue, man. The demonstrations that were just shown a few minutes ago, you're in these demonstrations. Your product is matching house paints, okay? You bear receipts in one demonstration, you show off a container, you paint it down. When you're walking out of a Home Depot, you're matching these products. And then you're still selling the products on the website. There's nothing honest about that at all, period. Again, your policy is for shipping is set up to rob your customers. There's no way for them to exchange. There's no way for nothing, for them to do anything. And you get mad because I tell customers at the end of the day that they need to request tests before the product was ever sold. And they also need to basically see side-by-side comparisons. We have tons of side-by-side comparisons. You don't have anything on your site at all to back your products up. Your product is nothing more than black and white paint, or anybody can just slide something off the shelf and do the same thing. And you want to come in here upset and carrying on. Again, yeah, it is what it is, man. Your screen washed out, they don't work. And your customers got ripped off in the process. Let me see real quick. Let's go over here to our other page. Let's see how many times Crow has contacted us. He's been very angry because we're exposing him. Here we go. These are the conversations that Jamie's in here crying about right now. So you can see a scammer, when he gets upset and he gets exposed, this is his reaction. You have problems, man. You have a lot of problems. Look at this. Look how you carried on. Because we came in and exposed you and showed at the end of the day what kind of person that you are. That's how you carried yourself. Who would want to do business with you? Nobody would want to do business with you. No business would want to do business with you. Because this is the energy you put off. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know the color of your screen paint? Besides gunmetal. Here we have, what is the color of your screen paint? It says gunmetal. If we go over here to the, well, it used to be Frankenstein, but we don't know what this stuff is at the end of the day. What color is this product? It says gunmetal gray. They're all gunmetal gray. I got a question here. This screen paint doesn't exist. How do you have the same description here for the Frankenstein on here? It's the exact same thing. I don't recommend for home use unless it's up to you. That's the same thing you wrote for the Frankenstein. Oh, that's just so messed up, man. You're just changing stuff as you go along. 2 screen paints here named gunmetal. Let's go up to the top. These both can't be gunmetal. They both can't be the same color. They got to be something different. Oh man, this is why you people got to do this research on these people at the end of the day. This is just freaking a mess. This is the free paint, Mandalica 2.0. Right there. This is one got stolen Google images. This is not even the image that basically has, this image has nothing to do with his screen paint. Nothing to do with it. Look at this. Anybody can come in here. We challenge anybody come in here, hit the back button, go to Google search images, click. See if Jamie pops up on any of these searches. Nothing. So you mean to tell me you got a 4K projector and you got to steal images off Google to trick people to think that's what this screen paint's going to look like when they hit it with their projector? Gee whiz Louise. That's awful. That's awful. Well, yeah, I guess, man. Gee whiz, I don't know what's worse. And this is a free product. As a matter of fact, this used to be the personal mix. Want to know how I know? Look at the top of the page. What does it say? Personal mix. That's where the personal mix used to be at. But he was getting a lot of heat over the personal mix due to the fact that people saw the video of the bare silver screen versus the personal mix. So he hit it somewhere up there where the what do you call it? He hit up there somewhere where the in a section under the products for the overseas customers. That's where he hit it at. So now overseas customers are gonna get ripped off. $70 surcharge fee. Now, before you pay a $70 surcharge fee, you might want to just do the slip silver, because again, that's going to be $46 a gallon. Let's go over here. We said all gunmetal, right? We got 3 gunmetals already. Let me see what we got going on here. Gunmetal again. So you got gunmetal on all your screen paints. So the ones you don't have gunmetal, what are they? Let's check out the screen paints he has in the collection. Well, we know that's not gunmetal. We've seen the color of that. That's not gunmetal. That's not gunmetal. And these aren't considered to be gunmetal. Oh man, I'm telling you, that's a shame. We don't even know what's going on in here, and I ain't trying to find out what's going on in that section. This right here is a stolen image. It doesn't belong to him. I'll show you. Hit the back search button, bring it up. Doesn't belong to him. It belongs to somebody else, but it's not his. Some gaming character. So you told your customers that this is how dark your image is going to come up. Well, Jamie, you lied. You don't even, this is not even a part of your screen paint. It's not a part of your projector, nothing. You stole the images off Google. Let's go check again. Let's come out of here, let's go down. Let's go, this used to be the Frankenstein, but now it's this weird stuff, but we don't even know what it is. Let's get some images of this moon right here. Does this have anything to do with your product? Let's hit that back button, see what pops up. No, it has nothing to do with your product. Nothing at all, period. Which means this is another image that you stole off of Google. You want me to ask Google? Did you ask me to say ask Google? I'm asking Google right now. These are your images, and they're not. You stole that too. All right, Jamie, I'm done. I think we exposed you enough for today. And this is the reason why. This is a perfect example. We did enough in here. We put the time in for you guys. We exposed this fellow and exactly what he is if we haven't done it multiple times already. And when I sit there and I tell customers at the end of the day why you need to ask these questions, well, now you know why. Not only you just get a chance to see this guy expose himself, but you got a chance to watch his attitude. Jamie doesn't give a rat's behind about his customers, and he doesn't. He couldn't care less about y'all. All he does is just rip you. All he wants in the day is just rip you guys off. That's it. And if he sits there and tells you otherwise, that he basically cares about his customers, well, you go into our blacklist, which I'm going to post below in this video demonstration, and you look at the demonstrations we see in there, and you will see the same products that he's been ripping people off being sold on his website. He doesn't give a rat's behind about you. And that's why if you look at the bottom, when you look at his shipping policy, go in there right now. Check out his shipping policy. Read through that mess. And you'll see that it's designed to rip you off. All right, well, with that being said, I gotta go. I think he's more angry because we armed customers with information on what to say. 3 things you want out of anybody who sells a screen paint product. You want to see test demonstrations before the product was ever processed, before it was ever shipped out. Very important. You want to see a huge difference between your white screen, because you're going to be painting stuff in there in your white screen, between their product. And you also, too, want to make sure you see a side-by-side demonstration next to house paint products. And Jamie is a perfect example why that needs to be done. And it's a perfect example. Those of you that are going to be making future screen paints, you do not want to end up like this guy. Okay, well, that's basically about it. Gotta go. And he said, buy my mix. Oh, he got so many problems. Jamie, you're trying again. You're trying. It's okay. Look, man, you got to apologize to your customers. You got to return money back to the accounts. And you're going to have to do these demonstrations to back your products up. At the end of the day, I'm not the one caught committing fraud. You are. So it is what it is. But bye-bye, man. I wish you the best of luck. And I'll chat with y'all later. All right. Bye-bye.